This one is a special method of substitution ng differential equation. Kasi sometimes yung mga problem dito pwede silang exact pero hindi sila homogeneous. Okay? So ang gagawin natin, kaya tinawag siyang linear in two variables, yung equation kasi natin, example this one. So example this one. Yung equation natin ay, tingnan ninyo, naka-linear lang sila lahat. Yung mga variables natin, they are linear and we have two variables, pero hindi naman siya homogeneous. It's because of this coefficient. Ayan. Kaya ang inaano dito, meron pa siyang nakasulat dito, coefficient linear in two variables. Kasi meron tayong dalawa or basta meron tayong existing na coefficient. Kung wala yung negative 4 dito, example, o kaya wala din yung negative 5 dito, so yung equation natin ay pwede natin siyang i-solve using homogeneous. Kasi magiging siyang homogeneous in degree 1. Kasi linear ito, ang power nito ay 1, ito din ay power niya 1, ito din ay power niya 1, ito din power niya 1. So kung wala yung mga coefficients na to, yung negative 4, negative 5, yung equation natin ay simpleng homogeneous lang siya. Okay? So pag ganyan yung ating equation, yan, it will be under this method. Okay? So under siya ng method na to, ayan, wherein A, B, C are constants. Okay, linearity, okay, so still 1, but it's in two variables right now. So, so meron tayong dalawang case. Meron tayong dalawang case para parang ito lang yata yung sinulat niya. Okay. Kasi, tatanggalin ko na. Nag-focus on my... Okay. So, halimbawa, meron akong ang pinaka-general form ng coefficient linear in two variables is a1x plus b1y plus c1dx plus a2x plus b2y plus c2dy is equal to 0. Ayan. So, if yung ating equation can be written as this, yung ating differential equation, so therefore, it can be under coefficients linear in two variables. Ayan. Okay? So, yung A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 are coefficients or constants doon sa differential equation natin. So, meron tayong dalawang case. So, yung case 1 natin ay if A1 over B1 is not equal to A2 over B2. Okay? So, if A1 over B1 is equal to A2 over B2, so therefore, it is under case 1. Okay? So, under siyang case 1. So, kukunin lang natin ng ratio nito at saka ng ratio nito. So, pag hindi sila equal, case 1 siya. So, anong gagawin pag hindi siya case 1? Okay, class. Ang gagawin ay, kailangan lang nating isolve simultaneously yung mga yan. So, parang ito, kaya siya tinawag na linear, kung parang gagawin nating line yung dalawang part ng dx at saka dy. So, parang gagawin natin, a1x plus b1y plus c, equate natin siya ng 0. And then yung a2x plus b2y plus c2, equate din natin ng 0. And then kunin natin yung value ng x at saka yung value ng y. Okay, so parang ang dating is kukunin natin yung intersection point nila. Kung titignan kasi natin ito ay para siyang straight line, di ba? Ito rin ay para siyang equation ng straight line. Okay, parang kukunin natin yung kanilang intersection point. At yung intersection point nila ay tinatawag nating HK. Ayan. So yung HK, yun yung value ng X at saka yung value ng Y. Okay, gets nyo ba? So pag case 1 siya, so ang gagawin natin is parang equate natin itong dalawa into 0, parang gagawin sa lahat silang line. And then nahanapin natin yung value ng x and y through simultaneous equations. Pwedeng elimination, determinants, or substitution. So kayo nang bahala paano nyo gagawin niyon. Pero syempre may calcul naman tayo. We can also check it using our calculator. And then pag nakuha natin yung value ng x and y dito sa equation na to, yun yung magsisilbi nating h and k. Okay? H and k. So we will let then x is equal to u plus h. So yun yung nakuha natin value dito. Yung h tapos ito din is yung k. And then y is equal to v plus k. V plus k. And then kunin natin yung derivative. So dx is equal to du. And then dy is equal to dv. Okay? Okay, ano ba yung target natin? Bakit natin to gagawin? So ang gagawin natin dito ay, okay class, pag sinasagot natin, sinimplify natin, ang target natin ay gagawin natin siyang homogeneous. Ayan. So gagawin natin siyang homogeneous equation. Pag nagawa na natin siyang homogeneous equation, isosolve natin siya using homogeneous. Ito yung pinakamahabang solution sa mga methods natin. Kasi dalawang beses tayo mag-substitution. So una, mag-substitution tayo para doon sa gagawin natin siyang homogeneous. At pag naging homogeneous na siya, di ba magsa-substitute na naman tayo. So hindi na natin pwedeng gamitin yung v. So we will introduce another variable. So all in all, tatlo ang variables na gagamitin natin para sa solution ng differential equation na ito. Okay? So sa tingin ko, may question ba kayo? Explain ko na lang through an example. Okay? Para naman, so para may question kayo dun sa example na. So babalikan natin itong example na to. Ayan. Okay? Mas mahirap yung case 1 kaysa sa case 2. Madali lang yung case 2. Pero syempre sa case 1 na tayo. Ayan. So, syempre, kailangan natin na-identify kung ang equation ba natin ay case 1 or case 2. So, iti-test natin. So, test ninyo. Ayan. So, kung iti-test natin siya, di ba ito yung A, B, A, B. So, is 1 over 2 equal to 2 over 1. So, since they are not equal, so therefore, it is case 1. Ayan. Okay? Yung 1 over 2, saka 2 over 1. 1 over 2, 2 over 1. Okay? Next. So, ang gagawin natin doon is equate natin to si 0. So, x, kukupain ko lang. So, x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. And, okay class, regardless kung negative yun, it's okay. Okay? Okay lang kung negative yun or positive. Huwag yun ang isali. So, 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, 2x plus 2y minus 4 and then 2x plus y minus 5. Okay, kukunin natin ng value ng x. So, pinakamadali ay using elimination. So, how do you eliminate? Sa method ko na lang. No? So, let's multiply the second by negative 2. So, we'll have x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. And then negative 4x minus 2y minus 10 is equal to 0. Ayan. And then we add. Cancel. So I'll have negative 5x. Ay, tama ba ako? Sorry, positive ito. So, negative 5x. Negative 3x. Negative 5x. Negative 3x. This one is 6. Tama ba ako? 6 is equal to 0. Naman mag-add. negative 3x, negative 3x plus 6. Or negative 3x is equal to negative 6. So divide this by negative 3. So x is equal to 2. Okay? And next, so kung 2 yan, so apply na lang natin siya sa una. So therefore, we'll have 2 plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. So this is 2y is equal to 2. So divide this by 2. So y is equal to 1. Okay, so ang age natin ay 2 at ang k natin ay 1. So therefore, we let, okay, so we let x is equal to u plus 2 and y is equal to v plus 1. Okay? So we let x is equal to u plus 2. Okay, if you want to check, you can use your calculator. So I'm not sure if you know how to use it. So mode 5, 1. Talaga nag-isip ko. Mode 5, 1. So mode 5, 1. So type nyo lang ito. So 1, 2, negative 4, and then 2, 1, negative 5 equals. So dito nakasulat is x is equal to negative 2. Kailangan nyo siyang i-transpose. And then negative 1. So magiging positive. Balik ka lang nyo lang. Positive, negative. Change the sign. Ayan.
Sir, paano po ulit yung sa IQ?
Okay, let's continue. Now let's get the derivative. So that's dx. To get the derivative of this one, so that's dx is equal to du. And then dy is equal to dv. So dx is equal to du, and then dy is equal to dv. Okay? So that means yung apat na yan, isa-substitute natin sila dun sa ating differential equation. Okay? So therefore, we'll have quantity. So yung x is u plus 2. So u plus 2 plus 2 times v plus 1 minus 4 du. Ayan. Okay, substitute natin lahat ito. So minus quantity 2 times u plus 2 plus v plus 1 minus 5 dv is equal to 0. Okay? So yan na. And then we simplify. So simplify natin. So ito ay magiging u plus 2 plus 2v plus 2 minus 4 du minus quantity 2u plus 4 plus v plus 1 minus 5 dv is equal to 0. Okay, so if we'll simplify, yung 2 plus 2 minus 4, that's 0. And then 4 plus 1 minus 5 is 0. So matitira ay u plus 2v du minus 2u plus v dv is equal to 0. Okay? So with this, our equation has become a Homogeneous. Yan. So homogeneous na siya with degree 1. Say, from here on, we will solve it using homogeneous. Okay. So we will introduce a new variable. So we cannot be using v again. So we will use, ano ba? So we let u is equal to vz. So we'll introduce a new variable z. Ayan, yung z. So let's get so du is equal to v dz plus z dv. Okay, so let's substitute then this two to our homogeneous equation. So we'll have the quantity vz plus 2v du minus quantity 2vz plus v dv is equal to 0. Okay, so yung natirang variable, which is yung v, tanggalin muna natin with this is homogeneity. So factor out muna natin yung v. So v times z plus 2 du minus v times 2z plus 1 dv is equal to 0. And then divide the whole equation by v. Okay, cancel natin yung v. So matitira ay z plus 2 du minus 2z plus 1 dv is equal to 0. Okay. Now, let's do yung separation, yung separable equation. So, divide natin to ng, so wala tayong u, divide lang natin yung z plus 2. So, therefore, we'll have, you cancel that. So, du minus 2z plus 1 over z plus 2 dv. Wait. Meron ako di sinubstitute. Mali. Nakalimutan ko sinubstitute. Ito. Naku. Uulit. So, vz plus, nawawala. Kaya pala, inisip ko nawawala yung z. 2v times v dz plus z dv minus 2vz plus v dv is equal to 0. Ayan. Okay? Tama ba ako? vz 2v v dz plus z dv minus 2vz plus v dv is equal to 0. Teka lang. Stripper ko lang siya. Right. Okay. And then we factor out yung v para ma-eliminate muna natin siya. So v times z plus 2 times v dz plus z dv minus pagkakasya ko ba? So v times 2z plus 1 dv is equal to 0. Ayan. So let's divide the whole equation by v para mawala yon. And then let's distribute z plus 2 to this binomial. So we'll have vz dz plus z squared dv plus 2v dz plus 2z dv minus quantity 2z plus 1 dv is equal to 0. Okay? And then we simplify by combining all na may z, dz tsaka dv. So yung may mga dv ito at tsaka ito. Okay. Okay, so pagsamahin lang natin ito. So i-factor out natin yung dz. So we'll have vz plus 2v times dz. Okay, and then plus quantity, yung z squared plus 2z, and then minus 2z minus 1 dv is equal to 0. Okay, pero ito ay cancel natin ito. So factor out natin yung v. So v times d plus 2 dz plus quantity z squared minus 1 dv is equal to 0. Okay, so gagawin natin ang separable. So i-divide natin ito ng v at saka z squared minus 1. Ayan, para ma-eliminate ito, para ma-eliminate niyo. So meron tayong z plus 2 over z squared minus 1 dz plus dv over v is equal to 0. Okay, so since completely naka-separate na, so we will integrate. Yes. May question? Binulugan ko lang siya para pagsamasamahin lang. So yung mga i-simplify lang natin. Yung may mga DV, binilog ko lang sila para sila yung pagsamasamahin natin dito. Para hindi ako malito. Pag sinimplify natin. Okay? Okay. Ayan. So, susunod is i-integrate natin. So, ito wala tayong problema sa pag-integrate. Okay, so how about this one? Okay. Tinatry ko ni LN, pag-iwalay lang, so hindi po pwede. Okay, so wala tayong choice kung hindi magpa-partial fraction decomposition. Okay, so let's do the partial fraction decomposition. Since factorable naman yun. So Z, okay, Z plus 2 over Z squared minus 1. So that's equal to, ito kasi ay factorable na Z plus 1 and then Z minus 1. So A over Z plus 1 plus B over Z minus 1. And then we add them again. So pag in-add natin sila, so we'll have Z plus 1, Z minus 1. So this is A times Z minus 1 plus B times Z plus 1. Cancel natin yun. Ayan. So ito na lang matitira natin at saka yun. So magsa-substitution na lang tayo. If Z is equal to 1, so 1 plus 2, so that's 3. That's equal to, so this one is 0. B times 3, 2. Tama ba ako? Z plus 1 plus 1, 2. Ayan. So B is equal to 3 over 2. Now, if Z is equal to negative 1, so this is 1, that's equal to, so negative 2A, this is 0. So A is equal to negative 1 half. Okay. So therefore, if I will substitute this, gawin na natin siyang integration dito. Part ng integration. So that's the integral of A. Negative 1/2 over z plus 1 plus 3 over 2 over z minus 1 dz plus the integral of dv over v is equal to 0. Ayan. Okay? Ayan. So, integrate na natin. Ito pare-parehong ln lang naman sila. So, negative 1/2 ln of z plus 1 plus 3 over 2 ln of z minus 1 plus ln of v is equal to c. Ayan. So, i-simplify pa natin. Okay, so let's multiply the whole equation by 2. So, this is negative ln of z plus 1 plus 3 ln of z minus 1 plus 2 ln of v is equal to c. Since pare-pareho silang ln, so we'll also simplify. So negative ln of z plus 1 plus ln of z minus 1 cubed plus ln of v squared is equal to c. So ln times ln of the quantity. Since parang positive ito sa numerator sila. So v squared times z minus 1 cubed over z plus 1 is equal to c. And then let's get the exponential. So this is still c. So this is cancelled. So v squared times z minus 1 cubed over z plus 1 is equal to c. Ayan. Okay, so that should be our general solution. Kaya lang, wala pa tayo, ibabalik pa natin sa x and sa y. So walang trace ng x and y dito. So dalawang beses tayo magsa-substitution. So ano yung una natin isa-substitute? So we let kasi if u is equal to vz. So therefore hindi pala, z is equal to u over v. Now substitute u over v dito. So we'll have v squared times u over v minus 1 cube over u over v plus 1 is equal to c. Simplify nyo muna bago tayo mag-proceed sa susunod kasi baka mahirap siyang i-simplify. Okay, so simplify muna natin. So v squared times, LCD nyo yan. So LCD is v divided by v times u minus v cube over LCD v times u plus v is equal to c. Okay, so dito ko na lang muna masyado kasing ano. So v squared times, pag-iwalay natin pala, u minus v cube all over quantity v cube over u plus v over v is equal to c. So cancel dito, then cancel din ito. So matitira ay u minus v cube over u plus v is equal to c. Okay? Next. Since if x is equal to u plus u plus 2 and y is equal to v plus 1. So therefore, u is equal to x minus 2 and v is equal to y minus 1. So substitute natin ito sa dalawa. So therefore, we'll have x minus 2 minus quantity y minus 1 cube over x minus 2 plus y minus 1 is equal to c. So that means this is x minus y minus 1 cubed over x plus y minus 3 is equal to c. Ayan. So this is our general solution. Tama ba ako? X minus y, kasi magpa-positive yun. So, negative 2 plus 1. So that is just negative 1. And then x plus y, negative 3. So sometimes they write this as x minus y minus 1 cubed is equal to c times x plus y minus 3. Ayan. So sometimes they write it as this one. Okay. Any question? This is the longest solution in our subject. Ito, kasi double substitution tayo, so double ilang method. So there are technically two solutions in a solution. So una ay gagawin natin siyang homogeneous and then we will solve it using separable. Equation. Okay, so wala kayong question? Or my question back? Yes, we'll proceed to another example. Example number 2. Okay, so let's have our next example. Okay, so for our next example, ayan. So 2x plus 2y plus 7 dx plus 2x minus y dy is equal to 0. Ayan. So, okay class, kung titignan ninyo, originally, so this one, you can solve this in two methods. So sa tingin nyo, ano yung isa? Okay, so sasabihin ko na. So is this an exact equation? Di ba exact naman siya kung partial derivative natin ito? So this is 2. And then in terms of x, this is 2. So therefore, the equation is exact. But that's of course, it's not our lesson. So our lesson is linear, coefficient linear into variables. So we can solve it. We will solve it using coefficients linear into variables. Ayan. Okay, so first is we need to determine kung ano ang case siya. So i-test natin siya kung anong case. So is 3 over 2 equal to 2 over negative 1. So hindi siya equal, so therefore it's under case 1. Case. So kung case 1 yan, so equate na natin siya sa 0. And then this one is 2x minus y is equal to 0. Ayan. So let's just multiply the second equation by 2 by elimination method. So 3x plus 2y plus 7 is equal to 0. And 4x minus 2y is equal to 0. Then we add. So cancel. So we'll have 7x plus 7 is equal to 0. So 7x is equal to negative 7. So divide this by 7. So x is equal to negative 1. Okay, so let's substitute that to the second one dito. So therefore, we'll have 2 times negative 1 minus y is equal to 0. So y is equal to, transpose natin yon, negative 2. So tama ba? So let me check sa calcu. 3, 2, 7, 2, negative 1, 0. Okay, negative 1 and 2. So, tama. Ayan. So, nakuha na natin yung dalawa. So, we let x is equal to u minus 1. And ang hk kasi natin ay, negative 1, negative 2. So, y is equal to v minus 2. So, get the derivative. So, dx is equal to du. And then dy is equal to dv. dv. Okay. Okay, now let's continue. Ay, ba't ko kinuha yan? So let's substitute this 4 to our differential equations. Quantity. 3 times u minus 1 plus 2 times v minus 2 plus 7 du plus quantity 2 times u minus 1 minus y v minus 2 dv is equal to 0. So let's simplify. So this is 3u minus 3 plus 2v minus 4 plus 7 du plus quantity 2u minus 2 minus v plus 2 dv is equal to 0. So cancel. So we'll have 3u plus 2v du plus 2u minus v dv is equal to 0. Okay? Question? Okay, now we have made the equation homogeneous. So ang gagawin natin ay lilet tayo ng bagong variable. So we let u is equal to vz. So du is equal to v dz plus z dv. Okay, so let's substitute the 2 to our equation. So we'll have 3vz plus 2v times v dz plus z dv plus quantity 2vz minus v dv is equal to 0. Okay, let's factor out v. Quantity 3z plus 2 times v dz plus z dv plus v times 2z minus 1 dv is equal to 0. So divide the whole equation by v. Cancel. Okay? And then we distribute na yung 3z plus 2. Okay? So we'll have 3vz quantity 3 hindi pala quantity. 3vz dz plus 3z squared dv plus 2v dz plus 2z dv plus 2z minus 1 dv is equal to 0. Ayan. So let's combine all like terms na merong mga dz tapos factor out natin. So ito at saka ito. So we'll have 3vz plus 2v dz plus 3z squared plus 2z plus 2z minus 1 dv is equal to 0. So this is our question. Okay, and then let's just factor out dito. Let's factor out v. So v times 3z plus 2 dz plus quantity 3z squared plus 4z minus 1 dv is equal to 0. Tama ko? Ayan. Okay, so let's divide this now by separate na natin. So v times 3z squared plus 4z minus 1. Cancel and then cancel. So we'll have 3z plus 2 over 3z squared plus 4z minus 1 dz plus dv over v is equal to 0. Ayan. Okay. Paano natin to integrate? So if we will let u is equal to 3z, ano yung tinatry ko una? Plus 4z. Parang feeling ko may nakikita kasi akong ano eh. So this is 6z plus 4. Ayan. Papalabas ba natin yung numerator? If you'll factor out 2, so 2 times 3z plus 2. Ayan. Diba? So that means meron lang tayong neutralizing factor na 1. So therefore, ang sagot natin ay 1/2 ln of 3z squared plus 4z minus 1 plus ln of v is equal to 0. Talaga ng easy. Easy. Okay? Tama ba? Tama ba yung ginawa ko? Gets niyo ba? Okay, so let's simplify. So let's multiply the whole equation by 2. So we will have ln of 3z squared plus 4z minus 1 plus 2 ln of v is, c pala to c. Ayan, is equal to c. Okay, so since pareho silang ln, so let's simplify them using the property. So ln of 3z squared plus 4z minus 1 plus ln of v squared is equal to c. So therefore, ln of v squared times 3z squared plus 4z minus 1 is equal to c. And let's have the exponential. So this will be equal to c and this is cancelled. So v squared times 3z squared plus 4z minus 1 is equal to c. So that's a general solution. Kaya lang, if u is equal to vz, so therefore z is equal to u over v. So let's substitute that. So v squared times 3 times u squared over v squared plus 4 times u over v minus 1 is equal to c. And then let's distribute v. Okay, so distribute natin siya sa tatlo. So we'll have 3u squared plus 4uv. Tama ba ako? uv minus v squared is equal to c. Ayan. Next. So if x is equal to u, ano ginamit natin? u minus 1 and y is v minus 2. So therefore, u is equal to x plus 1 and v is equal to y plus 1, y plus 2. Y plus 2. So therefore, we'll have 3 times x plus 1 squared plus 4 times x plus 1 times y plus 2 minus y plus 2 squared is equal to c. Okay, so this is our general solution. Ayan. It's our general solution. Okay? Any question? Parang isang oras, dalawa ng example. Medyo mahaba-haba talaga yung example or mga problem na to. Medyo mahaba-haba talaga. Okay?